Hi, I'm back. Oh, I just come back this time actually with my glasses so I can see because I couldn't really see it last time when I took my glasses off and stuff. So for the lesson that I did today, I'm glad I did that little lesson piece. But also I wanted to talk a little bit about I'm going to talk a little bit about my pregnancy. As usual, for you guys, I do stuff in a sort of odd, different way. I'm not going to particularly talk in tons of detail, maybe about what it's like to be a first time, all that sort of stuff. Although I'm thrilled to death about the whole thing. I want to talk about some other things. And someone asked me to do this. And if you are a frequent reader over at Beyond Black and White, you'll know her. Her name is Brenda55. And Brenda's awesome. She's an awesome person. And she's a moderator over there and stuff. And she's just a really awesome person with lots of wonderful advice and knowledge and wisdom to give and stuff, And she's also married interracially, and just talking about what can happen later on in life for Black women. I'm a person that doesn't believe that you should ever give up on your dream of what you want. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're 70 years old and you've just been living this life, and then at 70 you figure out, you know what, I don't want to live this life anymore, and you make a commitment to do something else and different with your life and do what you want to do, and you live 5 more years. Those will be the greatest 5 years of your life and the most memorable also. The 70 that may have been tragic will probably not be as big of an impact or have as big of a imprint on your brain as those five you spent really doing what you loved and being who you love and loving who you want to love. As you all know, I'm 40. I've been married interracially before. I was married for 9 years, and then I got a divorce, and then I kind of went about and did some stuff, did some introspection, and did some other stuff, just kind of with myself. And then I went out and I looked for a mate again, and because I never gave up on love. I'm not one of those people. I know people that have been in love and had tragedy happen and then get no, he was not going to do that to me. No way and stuff. He was not going to make me give up on the thought of being loved and deserving love. No, he could have did that, whatever, but I wasn't going to do it, and I wasn't going to do it to myself. And decided that I wanted to meet somebody, and I met my now husband at 37. And we were married when I was 39. We got married and stuff. And now I'm 40 and pregnant, and stuff. And this may not be the sort of optimum point to do all this stuff. It's not terribly bad, but it's not optimum either. And I wish maybe I would have made different decisions, but you know what? It doesn't really matter. What happened in my life is what should have happened. And the good thing is that I learned a lot from the stuff that did happen. I didn't miss any of the lessons. I learned a lot and stuff, and was able to make a better life for myself and stuff, and become a better person, become a better friend, become a better daughter, become a better aunt, become a better sister, become a better mate and wife, and now hopefully become a great mom and stuff through all of that. I have a couple of things. I'm 40. I'm a type 1 diabetic, and I have high blood pressure. The 40 part is not that big of a deal, not as much as I think people think it is. The average age here, they did a study at Swedish, which is I think the second biggest hospital here, in system here in the Seattle area, and they did a study, and the average age of first time mothers was 38, which was kind of surprising to me and stuff. But I think a lot of women are waiting until they're older because women are starting careers and then trying to find a good mate, usually in their 30s, and then have kids. So it's coming a little later on in life. Um, doesn't mean it can't be done and stuff. My kid may miss me having super amounts of energy, But my kid will get me with a hell of a lot more knowledge and wisdom than they would have if I had had a child in my 20s. Now, it kind of really wouldn't have mattered to me about having a child at 20 or at 40 because I still have type 1 diabetes. Now, I had it at 20. I've had type 1 diabetes 33 years, a long time to have a chronic disease. It makes my pregnancy a little bit more dicey. I have to be monitored very, very closely and stuff. And for most women, they get to kind of do what they want, but I have a strict diet because I have to keep blood sugars between the amounts of about 70 and they like it at 110, but 120 is okay and stuff all the time. Before dinner and after dinner. I take my blood sugar 7 to 8 times a day, okay, and stuff. It's not a big deal. I'm not moaning. I'm not saying that to moan, bitch. I'm happy to do it. This means my baby will be healthy and I'll be healthy. I'm not even thinking twice about it. As soon as I found out I was pregnant, it was like, okay, let's go. And the good thing is I'd gone to the doctor 6 months before now, so I knew all of this was going to happen. This is only 9 months of my life I have to do this. Now, at some point, they may strap an insulin pump onto me, or they may not, and stuff. Tomorrow, I'm going into the doctor, and we'll talk about all that, and I'll probably be there a good part of the day. And I will have to do that every week for the rest of this pregnancy, okay, and stuff. So I don't usually do it like most women do it, where they come once a month. I go once a week. It's okay. It's fine with me. It means that they can take care of me and I can take care of myself and I can take care of this baby and they can help me take care of this baby. It's not that big of a deal. My blood pressure I have to keep low. Blood pressure is not as really too is a big deal, but not as big as the diabetes and stuff. They see me for blood pressure about once a month and stuff, and they do a little monitor thing because I have had high blood pressure since I was 25, but I don't have high blood pressure because I was overweight or whatever. It's just sort of something that's in my family. It's just sort of this genetic trait we have. Everybody in my family at about 25 gets high blood pressure. And I have high blood pressure because I have really little veins. So there's not a bunch of blood pumping through them. As with people with regular size, my veins are very little. And the hope is to try to get them opened up a little bit so we can get stuff pumping and not sort of, clogged up and everything. So I'm doing all this stuff to have a baby. I'm happy to have a baby. And I'm happy to be able to do this. I've said this before. With my ex-husband, I never thought I wanted a baby. There was nothing about him that ever moved me to want his child and stuff. But with my husband currently, I just thought, well, yeah, I'd love to have a baby with you. You'd be an awesome dad. This would be wonderful and stuff. And I don't know what it is. I used to say this all the time. And I say this, and my friend and I both used to say this. Sometimes people have children, don't want to have children with certain people, and have children with other people. Because I know you've seen it before with actors and actresses and people that'll have children that won't have children, say they don't want to ever have children, and then meet somebody, and all of a sudden they got like 10 kids and stuff. And I think it's the person. I think it's just the person that you're with that can sometimes make you. So even though sometimes you think, yeah, a lot of people don't want children, and that's fine. And sometimes you think you don't want them, and somebody you may meet and marry and decide, I really want to have children with you. I think it would be great. And I'm glad I have the opportunity to do it with my husband. He is a wonderful, wonderful, awesome husband. He is going to be a too awesome dad. And I don't want black women giving up their dreams of marriage, at points, or if you're trying to even family at points, as if it can never happen, Now, we may not be able to have a second child, but we may adopt a second child, and stuff. And that's just something that kind of has to be decided on a little bit later. Right now, we're just sort of trying to get through this and stuff, but we may adopt a second child. It's never too late. Never, ever. I know black women who are in their 40s who have just sort of given up on any sort of love. They've given up on love. They rejected the notion of love. And I think because they don't want love to reject them, and stuff. And they've just sort of given up. I mean, they say, well, I really don't want anybody. And I'm thinking, who at 40 has decided to be an old maid? I mean, who does that? and stuff. And I know some people may not really want to get married or have a mate or whatever, but it can't be as many people as I see. It can't be as many women as I see who are just like, oh yeah, but I think the notion is, well, if I reject this first, then I don't get my feelings hurt. I don't get rejected, and stuff. So why don't I just, act like I don't want it? I'm not saying anything personal about people who do this, but sometimes I go places and I see large groups of black women at restaurants, at clubs, on vacation or whatever, and it sometimes saddens me because I think to myself, I wonder if they've just sort of given up on finding a mate, and stuff. I mean, it could be a girl's trip, who knows? But I wonder if people have just sort of given up and just decided that this is it. This is all I'm gonna get. And now I'm just gonna go out with, it'll be me and my friends and all this stuff. And I never wanted to be that woman. That was not what I wanted, and stuff. I wanted companionship. I wanted a mate, and stuff. And so I went out and I did what I needed to do. And I vetted and I dated, which was not always easy, and went through that to find someone that was right for me and I was right for them, someone that loves me dearly and that I love dearly and stuff, and to make a good, healthy marriage, and stuff. And I became the person I needed to be to attract that person too and stuff. So, I want black women to know that if you're 32 and you're thinking about being married and you're not married and stuff, don't give up. If you're 35, don't give up. If you're 40, don't give up. If you're 45, don't give up. If you're 50, don't give up. If you're 65, don't give up. If that's what you want, you can still have that. Even in the waning years of your life, even in the midlife, because I'm considered middle age. I'm middle age and stuff. It's never too late. It's never too late and stuff. What I have in my life, the way that it is not some special, spectacular thing that was rained down on me like, sparkle juice, and stuff. This is from me making some smart decisions and from me becoming a better person, and stuff. And for me knowing that I deserve this. You know what? The life I have, I deserve. I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel guilty about it. I don't feel like, I shouldn't have this. Yeah, I should. I should be blessed. That's my thought. I should be blessed. You know, like I told you before, I'm a believer. I should be blessed. I should always be blessed. Okay? I should always have good things and the best in my life, and stuff. And I'm not going to do the struggle. I'm not going to do the struggle thing. I don't believe in struggle. I don't believe in letting struggle be my identity. I don't believe in none of that. Okay? My striving is to be a carefree black woman. That doesn't mean la la in la la land. Okay? That means to be someone who is happy and complete and joyful and living the life that I know God wants me to live. My best life. This is, and at some point, maybe 5 years down the line, I'll be living a better life than this. And that'll be my best life at that point. At this point, to tell you the truth, and everybody talks about, oh, when I was 25, that was the best. That was the greatest time of my life. No, this is the greatest time of my life. Right now. Right this moment. Yeah, it is. This is the greatest time ever. I couldn't imagine anything greater than right now. Okay, this is the greatest time in my life. And stuff. 5 years from now, it'll probably be the greatest. 10 years, it'll probably be the greatest. 20, it'll probably be the greatest. Because I believe in living life to the fullest for me. Now, that means different stuff. I know people who are traveling around the world. That's the fullest. Go ahead. I know people that are going to school. That's the fullest. Go ahead. I know people who are married or getting married or what. That's the fullest. Go ahead. And stuff. I know people who are probably pregnant and having kids and all this stuff. And that's the fullness of your life. But it's up to you. Stop letting people put you in the box. Stop letting people and the media and this and that tell you as a black woman, when you're 40, yeah, girl, you ain't going to be able to find nobody and stuff. And you have to share men and you have to, no. You don't have to do none of that. No, 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 that's a lie. That's a lie. Don't let people lie to you. That's a lie. You can have a mate of your own and a happy life and, and a safe, wonderful place to live and sharing good times and laughter and love, and a wonderful family and a healthy body and soul if you want to. Now, I am not the smallest woman in the whole wide world. Okay, I'm not telling you how much I weigh, but I'm not the smallest woman in the whole wide world. Okay, I'm not the biggest either and stuff. So I can't gain a bunch of weight, but I couldn't really gain a bunch of weight anyway because I'm a diabetic. More weight you gain, more weight this baby gains, more likely I'll have a baby that's diabetic. So I have to keep a certain amount of weight and stuff, somewhere between 15 and 25 pounds and stuff. So right now, I was trying to figure out what exercises to do and all that sort of stuff to make sure that I stay at the right kind of weight gain for this pregnancy. Is this hard? A lot of stuff is hard. When I went to college, that was hard. Okay, when I was married in my ex-marriage, Lord, that was hard. That was the hardest thing in the whole wide world. Okay, and it wasn't even worth it. This is hard, but it's worth it. At the end, I'll have our child, and we'll have a child, and stuff. So yeah, people are always, well, you're trying to, children aren't coming here to do a job. This is a human being that I'm about to be gifted with, that I'm hopefully going to put into this world and have them make a contribution. Okay, that's my thought about my child and stuff. This is God's given me a gift. My job is to be a good steward over it and stuff. So, like I say, I may not be able to run and jump, hey, as much as I could when I was 20 and all that stuff, but there are other things that this child will have from me that it wouldn't have got when I was 20. Everything's sort of a switch off and stuff. But I don't want you to give up on anything that you want for yourself and for your life. Okay, I'm not special. I keep saying that. I'm not special. I'm just a person that has probably had the same struggles you may have or have had. Okay, what I'm telling you is you're probably have a lot more strength and resilience than you think, and that you can bounce back, and you can bounce back better and greater. Okay, and more awesome, and have the awesome life. As long as you're here on this earth and not in a hole in the ground, you have stuff to do. So now it's time to do it. I was wondering a couple of months ago. I was just praying and asking God, now, now that I'm not working anymore and not teaching, I wonder what I'm supposed to do. I was like, I wonder what's now? What's up on the plate? I wonder. And so I'd been praying and stuff had been going and going and going, and I hadn't really gotten an answer. And then I got pregnant. And here's the answer. This is what you're supposed to do. Take care of yourself. Take care of your baby so you can have a healthy baby and so you can be a great mom. This child is my focus. I love my husband and my husband loves me. And this child right now is the center, the focus of what it is that we need to do. I want you to know, and I don't care if you're 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, whatever. Your life can be the most wonderful, wonderful life ever if you use your head and make some smart decisions. If you go for what it is that you want and deserve. Because you deserve everything. You don't just deserve some, you deserve it all. Don't let anybody tell you. You deserve it. You deserve it. And don't feel guilty about it. Don't let people feel you think I think I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread. Sure do. Yep, sure do. I sure do. I love me. Okay? And if I didn't love me, I couldn't love my husband and I couldn't love this baby. But I love me and stuff. So because I love me, I want to make the best decisions regarding me and stuff. There's somebody else here. They're living off of me right now. and taking a lot of my energy and all this stuff, but that's okay. I'm more than happy to do this right now. And whatever it is you want to do, get married, have babies, start a business, travel the world, whatever, you can do it. You can have the life that you want and desire. It can be yours. Um, so every week or 2 weeks or whatever, I'll come back and I'll say something, and just sort of to give you a little bit about my pregnancy, and also hopefully words of encouragement to let you know, go forth into this world and make your mark, and stuff. The world will be a better place for it. So I'll talk to you all later. Bye bye.